Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Thursday, the 16th of February. Continuing to follow Robert McShane's reading scheme, we today read Luke chapter 2, describing the birth of Jesus, the shepherds coming to him, and then a little snippet of Jesus' life as a child, where he and the family go up to Jerusalem when he's 12 years old. And as Mary and Joseph head home with their retinue, their family and friends, Jesus is left behind in Jerusalem. That night they realize it, turn around and head back, search for him for 3 days, and then finally find him in the temple, interacting with the teachers in that space. And we're told when his parents found him, they were astonished. His mother said to him, "Son, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you." And I read that and I thought, what was the tone of her voice when she said that? Was this Mary that we see in the pictures with a blue robe on, halo around her head and beatific smile on her face, saying in the calm, serene voice, "Why have you treated us? We were searching anxiously for you"? Or was this a mother as angry as anything, and yet relieved, and all those mixed up emotions grabbing her child and saying, "Why? You don't know what we've been through"? And I was thinking, just imagine what the discussion must have been between Mary and Joseph. It's not recorded here. But I thought, if I'd been to spend a day at the beach with our whole family, and everybody had been running around, and at the end of the day, sort of my family and my sister's family and all the children head back to the hotel, and we get there and find one of the sons isn't there. Head back to the beach, can't find him. We would be distraught. And you said, "But no, what about you? And whose fault is it?" I think, and it's such a human little glimpse of a story. And I'm just thankful that it hasn't been my story. But it is many other people's story of children disappearing in shopping centres and things like that. And I think that Mary and Joseph must have been distraught and blaming each other and blaming all sorts of people. And finally, the relief of finding Jesus. He was human just as we are. But then his response to them, when they say, "Why have you treated us this way?" We're told, he says, "Why were you searching for me?" He asked. "Didn't you know I had to be in my Father's house?" And so at that point, when he was 12, on the transition between being a child and being a young man, he already at that point was recognized that God's house was his house, that God was his Father, that there was this difference in him. And to me, that just highlights the divinity. He was completely human with a human family and all the emotions that go with that. But at the same time, he was divine. And so it gives the lie to the heresy that says, "Oh, Jesus was a normal person until the Holy Spirit came upon him at his baptism." No. Already at this age, at around 12, he recognized his divinity and looked to God as his Father. And so we need to keep a proper view of Jesus, but we also know that this is a Jesus who wasn't just divine, but had a family, and a family that knows what families are like, and so he can entirely relate to everything that we go through in our humanity with the people and our family and friends around us. And God can be in the midst of that with us. And for me, that's a great encouragement. Be encouraged as well, and know that you are blessed.